Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, salam kebajikan, Shalom, nama budaya, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Hi everyone, my name is Indah Utami Herlisa. I am one of the English lecturers in the Hotel Operations Study Program, Tourism Department, Politeknik Negeri Bali. Halo semua, perkenalkan nama saya Indah Utami Herlisa. Saya adalah salah satu dosen bahasa Inggris di program studi D3 Perhotelan jurusan Pariwisata Politeknik Negeri Bali. Pada kesempatan ini, saya ditugaskan untuk mengambil mata kuliah bahasa Inggris yaitu English for Food and Beverage Operation, yang merupakan salah satu mata kuliah keahlian yang harus diambil oleh mahasiswa di program studi D3 Perhotelan jurusan Pariwisata Politeknik Negeri Bali. Mata kuliah English for Food and Beverage Operation akan membekali mahasiswa dengan kemampuan dan pengetahuan bahasa Inggris yang dibutuhkan untuk bekerja di F&B operation, baik di bagian produk maupun di bagian service. Dalam mata kuliah ini, mahasiswa akan mempelajari berbagai kosakata, ungkapan, dan tata bahasa yang diperlukan untuk berkomunikasi baik dengan tamu maupun rekan kerja secara lisan maupun secara tulisan dalam bahasa Inggris. Materi pembelajaran dalam mata kuliah ini dibagi menjadi beberapa topik, yaitu pertama F&B Operation Outlets, kemudian F&B Operation Staff, lalu Equipment and Utensils, dilanjutkan dengan Recipe in F&B Product, kemudian Hygiene and Sanitation, lalu Food Restriction and Allergy, dilanjutkan dengan Handling Reservation, Handling Breakfast, Lunch, Dinner, and Room Service, lalu Handling Guests at the Bar, dan yang terakhir yaitu Handling Complaints. Adapun kemampuan yang diharapkan dari mahasiswa pada mata kuliah ini yaitu mahasiswa diharapkan mampu menggunakan teknik komunikasi yang efektif dan persuasif sesuai dengan standar operasional yang berlaku. Lalu mahasiswa juga diharapkan mampu berkomunikasi menggunakan bahasa Inggris pada level menengah sesuai dengan bidangnya, yaitu pada Food and Beverage Operation. Adapun subkompetensi akhir yang diharapkan dari mahasiswa yaitu mahasiswa mampu menggunakan bahasa Inggris dalam menjelaskan jenis dan elemen dalam unit usaha makanan dan minuman, serta memberikan informasi dan menjawab pertanyaan mengenai unit usaha makanan dan minuman. Lalu menjelaskan persyaratan menjadi seorang staf operasional makanan dan minuman beserta tugas dan tanggung jawabnya. Kemudian menyebutkan peralatan dan perlengkapan memasak dan menjelaskan fungsinya. Lalu menjelaskan resep, khususnya menyebutkan bahan dan menjelaskan cara memasak dalam sebuah resep. Lalu menjelaskan kebersihan dan sanitasi dalam operasional makanan dan minuman. Dilanjutkan dengan menangani tamu yang memiliki pasangan makanan atau alergi, lalu menangani reservasi, kemudian menangani tamu saat sarapan, makan siang, makan malam, dan layanan kamar. Setelah itu menangani tamu di bar, dan yang terakhir adalah menangani keluhan. Pada kesempatan ini, mata kuliah English for Food and Beverage Operation menggunakan sistem pembelajaran luring atau tatap muka secara langsung di kelas. Dalam proses pembelajaran ini, saya menerapkan metode student-centered learning di mana mahasiswa terlibat secara aktif dalam mengidentifikasi, mendiskusikan, menganalisis, dan menggunakan beragam kosakata, tata bahasa, dan ungkapan-ungkapan bahasa Inggris di bidang Food and Beverage Operation. Di dalam kelas, saya menggunakan beberapa metode seperti studi kasus, diskusi kelompok, role play, dan simulasi. Kemudian untuk penilaian mata kuliah ini, saya membaginya ke dalam beberapa unsur. Yang pertama adalah nilai keseharian yang meliputi kehadiran, sikap, dan keaktifan, lalu nilai latihan, nilai tugas, nilai ujian tengah semester atau nilai UTS, dan yang terakhir nilai UAS atau ujian akhir semester. Pada video pembelajaran kali ini, saya akan membawakan materi mengenai resep dalam F&B produk, khususnya pada bagian 1 yaitu mengenai ingredients atau bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan dalam sebuah resep. Tujuan pembelajaran hari ini adalah untuk mengasah kemampuan mahasiswa dalam menyebutkan bahan-bahan dalam sebuah resep dan memperkenalkan daftar bahan dalam sebuah resep. Materi ini akan membekali mahasiswa dengan kemampuan untuk berkomunikasi baik secara lisan maupun tulisan dalam menjelaskan sebuah resep, khususnya menyebutkan dan memperkenalkan bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan dalam sebuah resep. Adapun indikator yang akan dinilai yaitu pertama, ketepatan menggunakan bahasa Inggris dalam menyebutkan bahan dalam sebuah resep. Yang kedua adalah ketepatan dalam menggunakan bahasa Inggris dalam memperkenalkan daftar bahan dalam sebuah resep. Dan yang ketiga adalah ketepatan dalam menunjukkan sikap bertanggung jawab dalam menyelesaikan tugas. Baik, sekian penjelasan mengenai video pembelajaran ini. Terima kasih dan selamat menyaksikan. Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, I'm also good, thank you. Welcome back to the English for Food and Beverage Operation. Thank you so much for attending today's class, and I'm very happy to be with you again this week. Okay, so before we start today's class, I will check the attendance list first. Please say yes or raise your hand when I call your name, yeah? Okay, first, Dio. Okay, Pina.
Yes.
Cynthia. Okay. Yuni.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, Lisa nih. Dinda. Satria.
Present, Miss.
Okay, Gipa.
Yes.
Krishna. I just not here yet. Yeah. Okay. And then Mira. And last one is Ega.
Yes.
Ega. Okay. So only Ega is not here yet. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it's a bit late. Now to make sure that our class runs well today, we will have a prayer first. I would like to ask Catur to lead the prayer for today's class. Catur, please.
Alright, let's pray together. Prayer begin. Finish.
Okay. Thank you so much Catur, for leading the prayer. Okay, everyone. So as you can see on the screen, in today's class, we will learn about recipes in F&B products. But before we start today's topic, let's try to remember what we learned last week. Do you still remember what we learned about last week? What is it? Kitchen utensils and equipment. Yeah, so last week we learned about kitchen utensils and equipment. Do you still remember what are the kitchen utensils and equipment? Can you mention one? What do you usually use in the kitchen? Pan, oven, yeah, good. Anything else? Mixer, yeah, good. Knife, yeah. Cutting board, okay, yeah. So I see that you guys still remember the kitchen utensils and equipment. So in today's class, we will learn about recipes in F&B products. So in recipes, you will have like the equipments, the kitchen utensils that you will need, and then you will also have to prepare ingredients. Yeah. So this topic will be divided into several parts, and in today's class, we will learn about the first part, which is about ingredients. Yeah, ingredients in a recipe. So the learning objective of today's class is for you to be able to mention ingredients in a recipe. Specifically, you will be able to mention name of ingredients such as meat, fish, vegetables, herbs, and spices. And at the end of the class, you will also be able to introduce ingredient list in a recipe. Yeah, so these are the expected learning outcome that you will get after this class. Yeah. Okay, first we will start the class with a discussion. Can you see the picture? Yes. What food is this? Can you mention the name of this food? Gado-gado, yeah. So Indonesian salad, we can say. So this is gado-gado. Do you know the ingredients needed to make this gado-gado? Anyone can mention? Okay, can you raise your hand, please? What is it? The ingredients. Yeah, as you can see here. What is this? And this, or this. Okay, Ulan, thank you. Cucumber. Good. And then others? Okay, Putri. Eggs. Okay, and then Ayu. Spinach. Okay, so here maybe the green one's the spinach. Okay, yeah. Carrots, yeah. Potato, yeah. Okay, good deal. Yeah, Kalista? Oh, potato. Okay. So there are quite a lot of ingredients. Okay. Peanuts, yeah, for the sauce, yeah. So there are a lot of ingredients here As some of you have mentioned, there are cucumbers and there are carrots and there are potatoes and others, and also for the sauce. Yeah. Now we will move on to the next part. Here in the vocabulary, I have given you several pictures of ingredients. These are like some kind of ingredients that you will likely see in a recipe. Yeah. What is the first picture here? Can you see it? What is it? Yeah? Meat? Yes. So these are meat, different kind of meat. And then the second one, what is it? Fruits. Yeah, good. And then the third one, milk. Okay. Cheese. Okay, so this is what we call as dairy products. Yeah, dairy products. So dairy products are products that are derived from milk. Like cheese, milk, yogurt, and things like that. Yeah. And then the fourth one, what is this? Vegetables. Yeah, good. And then the fifth one, seafood. Okay. And the last one is seasonings. Yeah, it can be spices, herbs, and seasonings. Yeah. In this part of our lesson today, I want you to mention maybe 2 or 3 ingredients for each picture. Yeah. 2 or 3 ingredients for each picture. Like in the meat section, what are the kinds of meat that you usually use in recipe? Can you mention it? Okay, Kalista, please.
Beef, bacon, and
Beef, bacon, and
chicken.
chicken. Okay, applause for Kalista. And then the second one, I think this is the easiest one. Can you mention 3 in the fruit section? Anyone? Okay, Ayu. Pineapple,
and maybe some papaya.
Okay, pineapple, watermelon, and papaya. Okay, applause for Ayu. Now, for you to be able to mention ingredients in a recipe, after knowing the name, you will also need to mention how much or how many of the ingredients that you need. For example, how much of the meat do you need? How much of the milk, for example? But before that, before you're able to mention how much or how many, you will first need to be able to understand countable and uncountable. Have you ever learned about this? Countable or uncountable now? Yes? No? Okay, some of you have learned about it, some of you haven't. Yeah. In today's class, we will learn about these 2. So countable nouns are nouns that can be counted with numbers. So we can put numbers in front of the noun or in front of the ingredient. Yeah. And also it has a singular and plural form. For example, we have egg. We can say an egg or one egg. Or we can say with the plural forms is eggs, like that. Yeah. Or 1 carrot or 1 crab, 2 melons. So you can put numbers in front of the noun. That is what a countable noun is. Then the second one is uncountable noun. Yeah, uncountable noun, you cannot count it with numbers. Yeah. And then it has no plural form. Usually you cannot add s at the end of the noun, so you cannot say rices, no. And then oils or milks. So it has no plural form, and you cannot say 1 rice or 1 oil, things like that. Yeah. Usually uncountable nouns are in a form of liquid. So if it is in a form of liquid like water, oil, or milk, they are uncountable nouns. Or something grainy like rice or salt or sugar. Yeah, so that is what a countable and uncountable noun is. Do you have any questions so far? No? Is it clear?
It's
Clear, yeah. So countable noun, you can count it with numbers and has singular plural form, and uncountable noun, you can count it with numbers and it has no plural form. Yeah. And then, what is the significance about mentioning how much or how many? Here we will try to use quantities and units. Yeah. For countable nouns, you can use 1, for example, 1 apple or 1 pineapple, things like that. But for uncountable nouns like or no, and then you mention the ingredients. Yeah. If you have no question, then I will give you a question. Yeah. Here is exercise 1. So in the picture you can see an apple pie. So here I want you to read the ingredient list of an apple pie recipe and decide which is countable and uncountable. Yeah, so there are ingredients for the pastry, the outer layer, and for the filling. Yeah, as I have mentioned to you before, for countable noun, you can use units or you can use numbers. But for uncountable noun, you can never use just numbers. You have to give the units. Okay? Can you decide which is the countable and uncountable noun? Maybe we'll go with the countable first. Yeah, which one is the countable? Okay, come on. Raise your hand. Yeah, Putri. Which one is the countable?
One lemon.
Lemon, yeah. This is very clear. Just number and also the ingredient. One lemon. Very good. Oh, after that, besides the lemon, is there anything else? Okay, are you?
2 eggs.
2 eggs. Okay, good. And then, anything else? Okay, that's good.
And the last one for the countable is 6 apples.
6 apples. Okay. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Then the rest is uncountable nouns. Yeah, can anyone read or mention one of the ingredient which is uncountable? Come on. Maybe I'll have Mira. Can you mention one of the uncountable ingredients? Ground cinnamon. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you, Mira. Okay, very good everyone. So now I believe that you are able to differentiate which is countable and uncountable. Yeah. And now I want you to write down the ingredients of here that you can see in each picture. So for example, in number 1, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of bread. Yeah. So I want you to write the name of the ingredient and also the units. How much or how many is there? Yeah, in the picture. Okay, so I will give you 1 or 2 minutes to think about what is the measurement. If it is countable, then you can just use number. Yeah, and the name of the ingredient. If it is uncountable, you can use the measurement. What is it? Yeah. Yes? Okay, Melissa.
Number 2 is 1 tablespoon of sugar.
1 tablespoon of sugar. Yeah. Next. What is this? Can you see the picture? Rice. Yeah. What is the measurement here? Bowl. Yeah. So a bowl of rice. Okay. Good. Number 4. A glass of water. Okay. Good. Okay, it's very good so far. I see that you guys are able to recognize the ingredients and also whether it is countable or uncountable, and you can use the measurement units. Yeah. Next, this is introducing ingredients list. So if so far you have just mentioned one ingredient, now I want you to mention a list of ingredients in a recipe. Yeah, so it is not just one, but a list of ingredients. Because mostly in a recipe, you don't just use one ingredient. You will need a list. Yeah, you will need several ingredients and how much you need. Now here, to introduce ingredient list, you can use these expressions. The first one is to make a. You can add what recipe you are making, and then you or we will need. Then you can mention the ingredient list. Yeah, for example, to make a nasi goreng, you will need a bowl of rice, 1 egg, 1 carrot, 1 tablespoon of salt and sugar, and 2 tablespoons of oil, like that. Yeah. So you add the menu here or the name of the dish in the front, and after you will have to mention the ingredient list. Yeah. And then the second expression that you can use is the ingredients are. Then after that you can mention the list of ingredients. Yeah. For example, the ingredients are 1 cup of water, and then 100 grams of flour, and then 2 tablespoons of honey. Yeah. So if you want to mention the name of the dish or menu that you're making, you can choose the first expression. And if you don't want to mention the name, or you have mentioned it first, then you really want to mention the ingredients, you can use the second expression. Yeah. Okay, any questions so far? No, not yet? Clear, yeah? Okay, it's clear. If it is clear, then let's try to introduce ingredient list in a recipe. Okay, so in exercise 3, I have given you 3 pictures. Maybe let's mention the name of each. The first one is donuts. Yeah, the first one is donuts. The second one is pizza. And the last one is nasi goreng. Yeah, so here, this is a speaking practice. Later, I want you to come to the front and introduce an ingredient list of one of these food. Yeah, okay. So please, you can write it down first, or you can think about what are the ingredients. You just need to mention 5. Yeah, you don't have to mention all of the ingredients in this food. You can just mention 5. Yeah. It should be complete with how much you need the ingredient. Yeah. So how much you need and what are the ingredients, like the examples that I have given you in the previous one. Okay, is it clear, the instruction?
Yes, clear.
Clear? Clear. Okay, yes, please take your time. I will give you time to think about the ingredients and how much is needed. Yeah. So in other classes, have you ever made this food? Guys, have you ever made this food? Yes? In the class? Okay, then it will be easier for you to mention the ingredients needed for this. Yeah, okay? I will need 3 students later to come to the front and introduce the ingredient list for this dish. Yeah? If you're finished with one, you can come to the front. Yeah? Raise your hand. Anyone? You can try. It's okay, yeah? Okay, Jatul, please come to the front and introduce the ingredient list for one of these. Just one. Yeah. You just have to mention or introduce one ingredient list of one of these. Yeah. Okay.
So in here I will introduce the donut. The ingredients are 500 grams of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, 200 grams of butter, 5 tablespoons of sugar, and 800 milliliters of water.
Okay. Thank you, Jatul. Anyone else who would like to try? Besides the donut, yeah, you can try the pizza or nasi goreng. Okay, come on. Okay, Kalista, yes, please. Come on, guys. We just need one more after this.
Alright, I will introduce the ingredients for nasi goreng. The ingredients are 1 egg, a bowl of rice, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of oil, and the last 2 slices of cucumber.
Okay, good. Thank you, Kalista, for mentioning the ingredients for nasi goreng. Last one. Come on. Anyone who would like to come to the front and introduce us the ingredient list for pizza? Come on, maybe from here? Okay. It's okay, you can try. Yes.
For the pizza, maybe we need
the learning outcome. Yeah. Before I give you the assignment, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, so for the next class, here I will give you an assignment. So I want you guys to choose one menu from the food you can order at the canteen of our campus. Yeah. So what you usually have in our campus, choose one. Then list down at least 5 ingredients and write at least 3 cooking methods needed to make the food. So this is a hint for what we will learn about next week. So we will learn about cooking methods. Yeah, how to explain cooking methods in the next meeting. So I want you guys to try to write it down first in this assignment. Then you can submit it to our e-learning and we will discuss about it next week. Yeah. Okay. If you have any question for the assignment? No. Okay. If there is no question for the assignment, that is the end of our class today. Thank you so much for being very attentive.